Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for spending some time with us today. That's the first thing I want to say. My name is Emil Parker, and today I just want to take a few minutes, and I want to share with you how my life has changed since I first discovered this information, and a lot of information that you guys have probably seen. Just out of curiosity, how many people have seen the Zeitgeist movies? Get somebody? Oh, beautiful. All right. You know what? I believe that many of you guys are going to be able to relate with what I'm about to say for one simple reason, and that is that you are here. And I'm really glad. It's very emotional for me because, for most of my life I felt like I've been on the wrong planet. I felt like I've been on a planet run by lunatics. And it all started for me when I was a child. And as a child, like most children, I was told a few things. I was told to eat my food because there were millions of starving children around the world who don't have anything. I was told to thank God that I had a roof over my head because millions are homeless. Excuse me. And I was told to count my blessings, for I had my family, but many are grieving the death of loved ones from war, disease, and poverty. Now, I truly believe that the intent of these words are to make me appreciate what I had, to feel blessed. And not so strangely, I felt some other emotions. Number one, I was deeply disheartened. Because who am I to have all these things when so many other people do not? And I was appalled. For as a human being, fairness and justice, they're rudimentary parts and they're important parts of our psyche. It's very apparent when we look back on our own childhood or observe our own kids. They fight about fairness and justice all the time. She got more juice in her cup than I did. He got a bigger piece of cake than me. Oh my God, she gets to stay up later than I do. Her bedtime's a different place. And what's more, our kids are absolutely relentless about talking about justice. We hear them talk about how somebody did something wrong at school, they didn't get in trouble, or somebody else did something wrong and they got in trouble, or even got a spanking for something we didn't even do. You know, we're wired that way. We want justice, and we want equality. Humans love justice. Hollywood knows that. How many of you guys remember, you guys see, who saw Karate Kid? Anybody saw Karate Kid? Anybody remember the end scene of Karate Kid? Yeah? Daniel-san kicks that bully, elitist snot right in the face. I cheered. Did you cheer? I cheered. Hollywood knew that we would cheer. That's justice. One of many forms of justice. And we love justice. And I believe that we're deeply affected by injustice. And when we see it and we're forced to swallow it, it poisons us. It poisons our soul. It's like venom in our veins and it burns. We have to learn how to live with that. When we ask questions all throughout life, particularly when we're young, about life being unfair or unjust. And I don't know about you, but the answers that I received weren't enough to satisfy me. I heard things like, yeah, it sucks, but there's nothing we can do about it, or, yeah, just be thankful it's not you. I heard, try not to think about it, you know, don't dwell on it, it'll just drive you crazy. And my all-time favorite, it's all just part of God's plan. Well, as far as I'm concerned, these are pretty weak-ass answers. And those didn't go away. Well, needless to say, the space-time continuum, marched on, and I grew up. And while I grew, I was sold some new ideas that were sure to fill the void in my soul and replace that pain of injustice. And that was self-indulgence. The monetary system, the economic system, told me what I needed to be a success, what I needed to be happy. I needed a nice big house, a fancy car, great clothes, great hairdo, gadgets, games, dining out. I needed all of those things. That's what I needed. So I did that. And I became what is commonly defined as successful. And I had it. Sorry. Well, many nights I would stay awake in my beautiful home with my plasma TV mounted over my fireplace, sitting on my luxurious leather furniture, my cool in-ground sprinkler, humming along, making my lawn green, being the envy of all the neighbors, my fancy car sitting in my heated garage, and my concrete stamped driveway, and all that stuff. And I was not fulfilled. There must be something wrong with me. That's what I would say to myself. I was living like a king. A king compared to most of the world, most of the planet. But still, why aren't I happy? Why can't I enjoy my life? I must be crazy. Strangely, I felt like I was in a cage. A beautiful prison. Controlled, manipulated, lied to, disheartened. Nobody else seemed to be talking about this stuff. I started thinking about conspiracy theories and going to war and being sent over there to kill people for their resources. Friends told me that I was paranoid, that I was a conspiracy theory believing nut job, and I must have a chemical imbalance. Nobody else seems to think there's a problem. All the people on TV look happy. Luckily, big pharmaceutical companies have an answer for everybody. Drugs, antidepressants. That's great. So maybe if I take these pills, I can forget about this. I can forget about what's bothering me. Maybe if I do have a chemical imbalance. Maybe this self-indulgence thing is the key to success. Well, I did that. And I started taking them. And I did. I got some things under control. It did help me with some things. I'll be honest. It took away some panic attacks that I suffered for 11 years. I don't know if anybody else has ever had these things, but they're just terrible. And they make you feel very, very alone. So just as I thought I got everything under control in my nice house, on my drugs, I saw it. Zeitgeist. OMFG. Zeitgeist. I don't know if anybody else felt that.